My self-reflection, healing triggers and true transformation in Christ. June 13, 2025. Today, I want to share something personal, an honest reflection of what I've been learning about myself, especially in light of my stroke recovery, my spiritual journey, and my inner struggles. Besides the physical challenges I face, like the stroke recovery and the lump in my neck, which I'll be getting checked again on June 17, what weighs on me more deeply are the emotional and mental patterns I'm trying to understand and heal. One of the biggest areas of growth has been learning how to respond rather than react, especially to situations that used to trigger anger, impulsiveness, and regret. I've noticed improvement, and for that I'm thankful. But I also realized something deeper. Many of these improvements may not always be transformation from within. They may just be habits of avoidance or techniques of emotional detachment. To be honest, staying calm by detaching from feelings or applying techniques like pausing and breathing does help. But I've come to see that this isn't the end goal. What I truly desire is to respond from Christ in me, not from rehearsed techniques. I want transformation, not just management. Here's an example that helped me see this more clearly. If someone came up to me and insulted me by saying, "You're a woman," trying to provoke me by attacking my manhood, I wouldn't feel triggered. Why? Because I know I'm a man. I feel it. I see it. My body, my identity, my entire being confirms it to me. So when someone says the opposite, my reaction isn't anger, it's almost pity. I might even wonder what's going on in that person's heart or mind that would lead them to say such a thing. I don't need to prove myself, defend myself, or even get emotional. Why? Because I'm secure in that truth. That deep, unshakable belief protects me from the trap of reacting. But then I asked myself, why can't I respond the same way when someone says, "You're lazy," or "You're irresponsible for not working or not seeing the doctor"? Why do those comments hurt, trigger anxiety, and push me into a spiral of trying to explain, defend, justify, or even get angry? Why do I suddenly feel judged, misunderstood, or even accused of something I'm already struggling with myself? And here's the answer I've come to. Because I'm not as rooted in the truth of who I am in those areas. When my belief is weak, when I'm unsure if I'm truly doing the right thing, unsure if I'm lazy or responsible, unsure if I'm strong or improving, then someone's words strike a vulnerable place inside me. And instead of pitying them like I did with the first example, I end up battling myself through them. Their words awaken a storm inside me, a debate between my shame and my need to be seen as good. That's when my thoughts begin to spiral. I overthink, analyze, react, justify, and eventually get exhausted, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Even if I walk away from the argument or manage the situation with calm words and timing, the pain stays lodged inside. And that unresolved emotion can show up again when a similar situation arises. So even though it may look like I've handled it well from the outside, I know in my heart it wasn't true healing. It wasn't Christ flowing out of me. It was me controlling myself. And I've come to a sobering conclusion. What isn't healed will eventually be repeated. This reflection has helped me see that true freedom doesn't come from techniques alone. It comes from being fully convinced of the truth. Truth that goes deeper than arguments, truth that becomes part of who I am. Just like how I don't need to defend being a man, I want to come to the place where I don't need to defend my worth, my healing process, or my obedience to God. I want to respond naturally from the inner life of Christ in me, not from fear, not from wounded pride, not from mental effort. I want His peace to become my peace, His truth to become my unshakable foundation. This is where I am today, thankful for progress, aware of what still needs healing, and choosing to keep walking in the truth, step by step. Thank you for reading and supporting me in this journey. If you have insights or wisdom to share, I'd love to hear it.